Hello guys, and welcome back to the DocMack car channel. And today what I'm going to do is discuss with you how you can repair clear coat damage like this. As you can see, it does look quite unsightly in the sun. Now it doesn't look as bad in camera, but it's actually quite bad. And as you can see, there's some clear coat damage right here as well. So now with this type of particular clear coat damage, it looks like it's one of the 3 layers which is gone. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do the fix, and then I'm going to take you along the journey with myself. Alright guys, and as you can see, it does look quite unsightly right here, here, as well as the top right here. So what I've got with me today is I've got some 2500 grit wet and dry sandpaper. And then I've got a bucket of water with some soap inside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to soak it out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And you want to attack the ridges of it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to flake that one off. And we're going to try to smoothen it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flick this one off first. Like so. Until it stops flaking off. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe that down. And we're going to try to do that. And we're going to try to go upwards to try to get rid of that ridge on that line. And you can see there's some loose clear coat still coming out. And we're going to go upwards and downwards. Alright guys, now I've got some of the clear coat flaked off, and I flaked it as much as I could until it stops. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff it down with a medium buffer pad. Alright, as you can see, there's some marginal improvement, so I'm going to do that one again. Right, and I'm just going to get a bit more polish. As you can see, it's starting to flatten down nicely. Alright guys, so we're going to hit it again. And if you use a 3-inch pad, it'll be much better, but I don't have a 3-inch pad. We're going to let the paint cool down first, because I've been doing that one area too long, and I'd probably say it's about around 55 to 60 Celsius now. So I'm going to let this one cool down, and then I'm going to go over it again. Right guys, so now I'm doing this area. So what you're trying to achieve here is to try to get rid of the ridge lines. Now there's going to be a slight ridge line after you finish, but again, this is used paintwork, it's old paintwork, so this is what you're going to expect for older paintwork. Now the section of the damage area may appear larger at first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chip out any of the older dead clear coat, but don't go too far and until it stops. Alright, you can see now the damage area is a bit more, but the ridge line is starting to wear off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to polish this ridge line, and then I'm going to do the same thing for this one as well, right here. Alright guys, so I've done this part now, and I'm relatively happy. This part and also this part. So now I'm going to go with the buffer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to the area first, and then I'm going to start my polishing. Looks like this area got larger. Alright guys, so now I've gone with the buffer and I've wet sanded it down to 2500 grit. Now I could compound it even further. That will work, but the thing is I'm trying not to take off too much of the clear coat. Now you can still see some sort of remnants of it, but it kind of catches, it doesn't catch the eye now. So that is why it currently looks much better, because it doesn't catch the eye, it kind of distracts it, so it kind of looks normal now. But if you go close, just try not to go more than a foot closer and look, and then you should see it's fine. I mean, there's some slight ridges. I can actually use some Maguire's M105 and M205, and that one will polish it down nicely. But the whole thing is just to give you guys an idea as to how you can fix the clear coat damage. I hope this video is informative. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit that like button.